Hello guys, and welcome back to a new series of Keeping Goals. If you're new here, my name is Conor O'Keefe. I'm a professional goalkeeper currently playing out in Sweden, and Keeping Goals is a vlog documenting my journey throughout football and my attempt to try and play at the very highest level of the game. It's season 5 of Keeping Goals, which is unbelievable. We started Keeping Goals back in 2017. Each season is a different season within my football career. And as you guys know, in last season, season 4, we moved out to Sweden. We played with Pitea IF in the 4th division of Swedish football, and it went pretty well. But a lot has happened since that season finished in October when we won the league, got promotion. As you guys remember, we came back home to the UK for Christmas, had a few episodes of Keeping Goals from back home, including the last episode which we filmed with the guys from the Modern Day GK. It's been amazing to see that so many of you have enjoyed that video and taken some value from it. We really enjoyed filming it, and if you haven't seen it, go and give it a watch because it was full of key information for goalkeepers of all ages. But that was the last episode of Series 4 before Christmas, so happy Christmas. Hope you all had a lovely day with your families. Hope you're all safe, all well, and Happy New Year. As I said, I was back home for Christmas. I had a very nice Christmas with my family, although it was pretty quiet due to the lockdowns that were happening in the UK.
Oh my god, Conor. Oh my god, Conor.
Are you proud of yourself?
Oh, I'm proud.
And despite the snow and the ice, whenever I'm back home, be that for Christmas or over the summer, if my brother is there, Sean, a lot of you guys know Sean by now, we do what we've done for pretty much all our lives, which is go down to the park, the two of us, and spend hours doing some training, doing some shot stopping. So we did exactly that.
Go. Horrible. Saving it. Oh, wow. Go. Right hand, leadership. Down, right hand. Go. Go. What a hand, by the way. What a hand.
Once all that fun and training was over and done with, the simple task of returning to Sweden for pre-season with my club, Pitea IF, was at the forefront of my mind. And I say a simple task, which normally travelling abroad, as you've seen on the Keeping Goals vlogs, is something which we do pretty much every season so far. But this year, with COVID, with Brexit, that travelling was a little bit more difficult. Hello guys, and we're back on the road again. I am currently in Stockholm Airport. As you saw from the previous footage, I managed to get my flight from the UK to Stockholm. I am now waiting for my second flight up to Luleå, where I will then get a taxi from Luleå to Pitea. But if only it were that simple. 2021 has seen the culmination of Brexit and COVID-19, the two of them together making travelling nearly impossible. I have a folder full of different documents that I might need to get into the country. It was a nervous wait at passport control, especially when I was at the desk and they were going through every single document that I possessed. But we got there, we're through. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that is the most difficult bit done and dusted. My original flight to Sweden was on the 28th of December. That got cancelled due to the new variant that ran riot throughout the UK and the subsequent lockdowns and the travel bans and everything that followed. So whilst my teammates at Pitea were starting pre-season training, I was back at home, lockdown training by myself, me and Sean doing some training as you saw before. We even made the newspaper in Pitea, which is pretty impressive seeing as I was literally stuck at home and not able to travel. But silver linings, people were allowed to travel to Sweden for work, which I am doing. Also helps that I have Irish citizenship too, but as I said, with the combination of all those documents, we got through. So whilst I let my heart slow down, I'm gonna go and find some food because we've got a 5-hour wait until the flight to Luleå. We'll get there. Season 2021 with Pitea. We'll get there eventually. We got there. We're finally here. We're finally in Pitea. I spent quite a bit of time unpacking. That was just for dramatic effect, as you probably already know. But the flat's done. I will give you a tour tomorrow. But for now, long day, done. I'll speak to you later on. And that brings us to now. Welcome back. So as I said, trying to travel in the midst of COVID, Brexit was a little bit stressful to say the least, but we made it. We're back in Pitea. You'll have probably noticed that Frankie, my girlfriend, isn't with me. She normally travels with us. A lot of you guys have got to love Frankie Cam when she comes to the games. Unfortunately, at the moment, due to the fact that Sweden are only allowing people in for work, Frankie has to stay back at home. But hopefully, fingers crossed, when everything settles down, she'll be able to come out and we'll be able to get back to life as we know it, pretty much. So unfortunately, you're stuck with just me for now. But that's something that we can look forward to a little bit further down the road. Either way, we're gonna try and make the vlogs as entertaining, as informative, as valuable as possible, as we always do. And like I said, I thought I'd give you a little bit of a tour of the flat that I'm staying in here in Pitea. I'm gonna get to know this flat pretty well over the next week because due to the fact that I've come in from the UK, I need to now complete a quarantine period here in Sweden. On day 1 and day 5 of that quarantine period, I need to complete a COVID test. I have my first one this afternoon, which I'm gonna head out to soon. But let's show you where we're calling home now. Starting at the front door, if I turn you around, you can see exactly where we were a second ago. But anyway, walking in, nice little lounge area, pivot, nice little kitchen area. Everything is open plan, which is very nice. Kitchen setup, nice massive fridge, which is very important for me, as you guys know. However, a little bit empty at the minute, but that will be filled as soon as this little quarantine's over. Got the protein powder, that was key. Took up 2 kilos of my luggage, but necessary. Nice little table, little work desk where you were a second ago. That's gonna be where we're making all those Keeping Goals vlogs for you guys every week, every Sunday, 11 AM UK time. You guys know the drill. TV area, but managed to leave the Google Chromecast at home, so can't use the TV yet. Also figured out that post-Brexit Sky Sports doesn't work abroad, which has been an absolute killer. Then we come in to the little bedroom, nice little box room with a balcony outside, which if I open the balcony door, you might be able to see a little bit of snow because winter in Pitea gets pretty cold. I think right now it's about -9. And I was told yesterday that that's unexpectedly warm for January in Pitea. It can get to -30, so good job I brought my coat. Then have a nice little bathroom, wet room in here. And that's about it. Perfect, all that we need. I'm thinking that this little area here is going to be key for the home workouts that I'm going to need to do during this quarantine period, because as you guys know, I've been training hard, making sure that I'm ready for this pre-season. I'm not going to let that all slip by sitting on the sofa for 5 days or whatever it is before I actually have to train. I'll be doing as much as I can whilst I'm waiting before I can train with the team, and of course you guys will see the type of workouts that I will be doing during this quarantine time, and hopefully that will help any of you guys that are locked in and not able to get outside for training. So that's it. That's the flat. That's where we're calling home for the 2021 season. As an update, for those of you that weren't watching in Series 4, if you weren't watching in Series 4, you can go back and watch it after this video just to catch up on everything that's happened so far. Pitea is a town in the very north of Sweden. Pitea IF, the club that I play for, last year we were in Division 2, the 4th tier of Swedish football. We won that league, getting promotion up to Division 1 or Etan, which is the 3rd tier of Swedish football. The Swedish season runs slightly different to the traditional kind of English football season. Pre-season starts in January, the season itself starts end of March, beginning of April, and goes through until November. The 2020 season with Pitea was probably my most successful season that you guys have seen on keeping goals. We had a very, very good defensive record due to how good the team were. We kept 8 clean sheets in 11 games, and personally, I was very pleased that I was voted goalkeeper of the year for all of Sweden's Division 2. Therefore, the decision to kind of re-sign with Pitea and come back was a very easy one due to how much I enjoyed my football here and how I was able to perform to the best of my ability and to keep developing in my game. That is exactly the same aim for this season in 2021. A higher league, higher level opponents, but the same desire for us as a team to show what we can do, and for me personally to keep improving, keep developing, and to show my quality in this new league. In all honesty, I'm just itching to get going again. This quarantine is obviously necessary, it's the rules. I've had 1 negative COVID test already in order to just enter, but 2 more negative COVID tests and I'll be able to get back to full training. But it's gonna be a very exciting year, and I'm excited to share it with you guys, each step of the way, every up, every down, as we always do on Keeping Goals. And hopefully those match day vlogs will be back very soon. Anyway, I'm gonna head off to my first COVID test now. Fingers crossed that that's a negative. I'm gonna put my thermals on because it's absolutely freezing outside, and I'll speak to you guys afterwards. So we're back from the COVID test, second one in 3 days. Still not getting used to the fact that it goes pretty much up to my brain, but needs must. Thankfully, it was one of the quick ones, negative, so that's good. Got 1 more COVID test to do at the end of my quarantine before I can head out and start training again properly. Anyway, now I'm gonna get in a little bit of a home workout. I say a home workout, but mainly a little bit of stretching, mobility, prehab stuff, maybe a bit of core as well. Obviously haven't trained today or yesterday with traveling, so just a bit of a loosener, get the body going, get everything feeling right, and something which I think is pretty important, especially in lockdown, like a lot of you guys are, or if you're in quarantine, is some sort of physical activity. That doesn't have to be going outside and running, it doesn't have to be going to the gym, which I know a lot of us can't do at the moment. It can be something as simple as a bit of yoga or stretching, or even just concentrating on your breathing, but something to get you in tune with your body. I think it's something that is very, very important on a daily basis. So I'm going to get the yoga mat out, one of my important pieces of luggage, and we'll get stretching. Let's go.
Don't be afraid, won't let you fall, girl.
So, workout done, roughly an hour, just over an hour. As you guys saw, mobility, stretching, shoulder prehab, a lot of shoulder exercises in there for you guys that ask me about recovering from shoulder injuries or prehabbing to prevent shoulder injuries. Finished off with a little bit of core as well. So, a good hour's work, even though it was kind of lighter mobility and prehab stuff. For tea, I'm having pasta with vegetables, chicken on top. But that's pretty much the day done. I'm gonna eat this, get some sleep, and then I will speak to you guys tomorrow. This week's patron of the week is Harry Watson. Harry, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for being a patron, for being part of the Keeping Goals Union. As a thank you, here is your Keeping Goals shout out. If you guys would like to win Patron of the Week, like Harry, and benefit from lots of other exclusive content only for patrons, you can sign up using the link below this video. But that's it. The first episode of Keeping Goals Series 5 is done. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I hope it brought you some value. If it did, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Come and join the Keeping Goals Union. 2 days done in quarantine. We'll be out soon and training with the team, which I can't wait for. But have a great week, guys. Keep chasing improvement. As always, I will see you next Sunday, 11 a.m. UK time, as always, for episode number 2. Thank you for watching. Take care. Have a great week. And I'll speak to you in a bit.